How y'all doing? Hello, hello. How you guys doing today? Hello, hello. Hey, Heather. Hey, Beth. Mary. Asia. Janelle. What's up, Ice Queen? Raven Fair. Pretty and Elisa. What's up, everybody? Greetings, greetings. Hey, AJ, Ariana, Joy, Nikki. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Alrighty. I feel like we got enough people in here now. So you can do either one or two things. You can either comment your name with your zodiac to get a general pull, or if you have a specific question, go ahead, comment your name and the specific question. I wanted to have you all here. All right, Susan, you're a Scorpio. What do I have for you? You see things before they happen, and there is a current connection that you have came to a realization the best thing to do is to let go. It is not giving up. You did not call it quits. There were certain messages, there are certain things that Spirit heard that you didn't. You love unconditionally, and that's a beautiful part of you, but you're deserving of much more than this dynamic has given you. I can feel how you can drain yourself out for other individuals, and you have somebody who can take advantage of that, and they know they are. They can play dumb, is what they want me to state. So go forth from that connection, even if that's not romantic, if it seems like a friend or even a family, a blood family member, etc. There absolutely is somebody that you've made no mistakes with. It's just your paths are supposed to go separate ways now. Lindsay, you're an Aries. What do I have for you? Okay, you freed yourself of a lot of internal paranoia. Spirit wants you to know that you're divinely protected, and the only people that can be by your side are individuals who have gone through the same amount of despair, disloyalty, being stabbed in the back that you have. There are certain individuals that have the same burning fire, and I feel like if you're in separation with like a best friend or etc., this person and you are still on each other's side. And there's definitely a sense of coming back together. So if somebody could have gotten in the way of your friendship or love, etc., this separation was for further growth. And during your separation, there's absolutely been some other people that you have thought about. Maybe they're not supposed to be part of my life either. Maybe this is a domino effect. And every time you end up shedding individuals, it happens at big pivotal change in your life, because you see really then who is my cheerleader, who only wants to see me fail. Let's see. Janelle, thank you for being here. What do I got for you, Janelle? Okay, so you're currently having a little paranoia right now when it comes to hearing about a result is what I'm stating. It's not really anything to do with romance right now. That's a front focus. You feel secure. You have a partner that doesn't give you games. But there's something you're wondering if there's been a chance, or if you could have been not giving enough emotion or passion, etc. If you feel that there's something that has been stripped away from you, an opportunity, changes in plans are always a blessing in disguise. There's something that's better suited for you, or this is the energy of it is coming back to you with divine timing. They want you to free paranoia, thinking you did anything wrong. You spoke your truth, or you could even put a barrier up that you weren't used to doing in the past when it came to taking on the work of others or etc. And the only thing that's trying to make you think you did something wrong by that is that part of your brain that is an infection, the parasite. The parasite is basically the software others have put into our own existence, a way of being and thinking. Other people's parasites, like our parents and etc., the ones before us, they're passed down until you decide to destroy it. Nina, you're a Pisces. What do I have for you? All right, currently you have decided to sell away from something that no longer serves. Yeah, you absolutely have somebody who you have been to the battlefield for and has backstabbed you quite a few times. You love unconditionally, but you're going to stay in a state of paranoia or discomfort if this person is able to get your energy. You feel a disconnect with the individual, but you're like, oh, my mind is just trying to pick up on little things. No, your body's telling you things. It's registering that this person messes with your frequency. Your connection has all been real. And it's not that you've made any mistakes. This was all part of your journey. You met this person at a time where they could reflect to you what work you were avoiding doing within self. That's why your energies were able to meet when they did. The lessons have been solidified from what can truly make of the benefits have been solidified, and the rest of this time feels like you would be keeping yourself in a pot that's too small. All right. Mary, thank you for the donation. What do I got for you, Mary? Okay. All right, so currently you have kind of pulled back from going out, spending time with others. You've really been contemplating who brings me harmony in my life. What am I doing to just have distractions? And during this time of separation from people that you have felt for the longest time that you would always have by your side as well, you've really been able to actually find out your strength and see the bigger picture and invest for your future. So you're at a pivotal change of life where things are about to pick up extremely, and they can't have one single person next to your side that's not supposed to be there. Where you're going, you gotta be surrounded by people that see the bigger picture. Okay? And Erica, thank you for your donation. Okay, so you have really gone inwards and seen that no matter how much I am willing to grow and see things from afar, if my surroundings aren't upgrading with me, I can only heal so much. You're deciding that you want to sell away from a job is what they're stating. That there is fake leadership where you are, and you are somebody that will do tasks and etc. without ever even being asked. You do the work of like 3 people in one, and you're releasing imposter syndrome about that. You are meant to do a new beginning. You have a certain skill that can be taken somewhere else. And companies like to think, like companies like you to think that you're expendable. But in today's age, it's not true. Yes, they could hire somebody. Most companies could hire somebody right after you to take a position, a spot. But the work, the energy you bring to the atmosphere, that's irreplaceable. They hire you, any company, or Excedra hires you. It's the work of true dedication and loyalty. So you have to have somebody who sees that in you. Okay. Nikki, I'm going to go ahead and start writing down the people that are giving donations so I don't accidentally skip anybody. Okay. Shannon. Scrolling up a bit just to make sure. Amped illustration. Okay. Got Nikki, perfect. Make sure there wasn't somebody else. Erica, that's who we did last. Okay. Amplified. Perfect. Alright, left facet. D. Dumpster. Okay, Susan. Heather. Perfect. Let's see, perfect. All right. Okay, Maddie, I got you as well. All right. All right, Nikki, I got you. You're currently hitting a time moment. You will never be able to make everybody happy. You have to focus and remember the bigger picture of filling into others' cups can only happen once you have enough for self. You are not in charge of other people's emotions. You're also a form. They want me to state that you have these pops of inspiration, these moments of just like, I cannot stay connected to what's going on in here if I continue to have to worry about what everybody else is thinking by my decisions. You have gone inwards and seen that you're bringing together your spirit team as you release people out here. A lot of you are in a purging area, and this is such a pivotal part of growth. If you've been sleeping more, it's because your body's finally resting. It's not feeling the hypertension it has to all the time when it's in a normal existence. You're doing good, Nikki. Okay, Maddie, I got you. Okay, purple rose. Heidi, thank you. Crystal, I have you down as well. Loves to sing. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for your patience. We have Yana now. Yana. Tiffany, if you don't stop, I'm telling you right now, If you don't stop spamming this chat for where I'm trying to stay positive, every single time I look up, I am seeing your name. And I want to help you. But I have a lot of people here as well. And I'm pulled to the energy of the people that I'm supposed to in that moment. I'm trying to help people. Okay? If you want to be here, you're going to be a positive force. I literally hate kicking people out of things. I'm usually the person that doesn't. But something has to be told to you right now. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Alright. We are putting you in timeout for 24 hours. I'm not kicking you out, but I'm putting you in timeout for 24 hours. Alrighty. Thank you, guys. Shannon, what do I got for you? We have 4 of swords and 3 of swords, okay? I'm telling you. You are in this state of temporary retreat, restoring force. You are a soldier. You are not to go ahead and take apart what you have built for another person. There's a love. This is a love connection. This is somebody that you would give. I could see you giving your coat to them if it was cold outside. There's a man, or at least a masculine, that wants to own up to their mistakes with you. They want you to know that they have seen how they played your relationship like a game, and it's not an excuse to understand it. They truly did not see the cause to their effect. They weren't taught how to be a masculine that really reaches out and asks, what do you need from me, versus just feeling like I have to help you physically. This is like, what do you need emotionally from me? Okay, there's a pure intention masculine that wants to ask for not even your help, but what can I do to help you? Okay, let me make sure. Let's see. Loves to sing. Kimberly. Brenda, got you. All right. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Now we have amplified illusion. What I got for you. Okay, 6 of Wands and Kings of Cups. You got a good offer coming in your way. This is a person that has the same vision as you. It feels like I'm seeing business, I'm seeing money, I'm seeing green flowing your way. So this is almost, if you feel like you've been waiting for a response or an invitation, it is being received for you. And this is something that's going to propel your life to the whole next level. This has been presented to you at the exact time when you'd be ready for it. Accept this offer when it comes your way. It's going to take you far beyond where you currently have been. Heidi, what do you see that I can't right now, or basically what I need to know? Thank you. Appreciate your time. Thank you. I appreciate you as well, Heidi. Got you. And I see that was Heidi's second donation. Okay, Heidi, what do I have for you? What do I see for you right now? You feel like things aren't moving, but you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. You have held a lot of resilience. You have had to power forward with nothing but spirit being like, I'm going to catch you. So all of the effort you've given others, anybody that would continue to take advantage of that, you have felt really put clear as day in front of you that they're going to be poison in your life. Spirit has literally like made, right now what I'm seeing is you basically putting yourself in situations that could have really harmed you physically for other people, like going out of your way, um, something to do with a car. There is absolutely something to do with a car, one specific person. It's almost the energy of like you wouldn't even go out and they were out already. You were at home. They could have been drinking, etc. You go out to pick them up, no appreciation. It was a scary ass place. And you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this for people? Heidi, what they want you to know is that in 24 it's about people who have had to be resilient for themselves as well. You allow these people to who pop in and out of your life to continue to pop in and out of your life. You're going to feel that drainingness. You're not going to have a safe space with individuals who own their mistakes. You've outgrew your setting, and when your friends don't want to see you move, that means that they only want you to be as successful as them. They don't want you to go past them. Very interesting. I see that you've had the courage to own up to some mistakes, and it feels really hard because I think some things you were owning up to had nothing to do with you. You were taking and acknowledging other people's pains. You were discrediting your own pain. Yeah. What they want you to know right now is that was the last time you should be together with that person. What they want you to know is you can't make somebody take accountability for their actions if they don't want to, and you should never give people chance after chance after chance because they will take advantage of it. You have to, if there's been a line crossed with certain people where it's like going left field to try and defend, you have to release. What they're letting you know right now is to release what no longer serves. You have real found family. You have real people coming into your life that aren't going to be defensive to you. Very interesting. Okay. Let's go back up. All right, Kimberly. I wrote down Brenda. The Divine Queen. Hey, friend. Thank you for being here. Okay, Margaret. Colin. Susan. Appreciate you all. Perfect. All right. Now we have, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, my friend. I'll spell it out also just to make sure. So your name is Lefenste. Leficent, and your last name was the letter D. That's what I saw. What do I have for you, Leficent? Okay. Yeah, you're seeing the bigger picture. Just because right now you haven't had this celebration, this resolution, it's been for you, not to you. This feels like something that is divinely orchestrated in your favor. Like it's a friendship that flourished to far more than a friendship connection. You had to fly away from each other to find the courage of being self. This is high vibrational. This is something that's about to turn back on. So you've been getting a lot of channel downloads that somebody wants to reach out to you. Hasn't happened yet. Spirit says it's going to happen when you least expect it. But you're completely correct about this connection, and it's forming into more. All right. Let's see. 21 plus M&Ms. I'm just going to put down M&M for short. That's a funny name. Your username. Lee. Zena. Perfect. Okay. Now, your username was the dumpster. So we'll got you, my friend. But let's get that self-deprecating humor to the side. All right, so you've broken self-illusion about all these burdens that you hold on your shoulders. The thing is, just because you're resilient and you can take on the weight of others doesn't mean you always should. I sense that you're no longer caring about drama, what other people think. You're standing up for yourself and you're giving an example to the world on how to do that. The individuals around you look up to you. You're a really strong person. I'm just sensing that person that's like, you were beat down, you were bullied, so when you see things around you happening like that, you won't stand for it with other people. You don't care if you're that person in the room that has to speak about the elephant. Okay, you got love coming your way, absolutely, but what they're wanting to state right now is this resilience you have held. It feels like you have like two people who want to come and apologize to you. They wish they would have treated you better when you were still together. One's a friend, one's a... Oh, okay, this could have been a triangle, like a love triangle type of situation. It feels like the connection, you all three were very close to each other, so yeah, there were some lines crossed. There were some lines crossed, and you started... You were like, I can't even trust anybody after this. One person wants to own the mistakes and come to you with a forward movement and an apology. I sense that this should be a closer situation, because after certain lines are crossed, we can understand and grow from situations, but after certain lines are crossed, the best thing you can do is just go your separate ways after you get that closure and forgive them for yourself. Okay. And then we have perfect. Now we have Susan. What I got for you, Susan? All right, we have this vice versa energy. This is almost the same. You're in the same cluster as this person, but we only have control of our actions, not others. And the person that's tied to you with this dynamic, they're not feeling this ownership type of energy. You are to let go of this and understand it is an urgent message Spirit wants to state to not reach out to this person. Look, a lot of readers will come on here and tell you over and over again, person after person after person, go for it, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, a lot of you here, number one, a lot of you here are in that purging stage where you're getting rid of people that you thought were your divines to actually attract in your real divine. And if you're in front of me, you're going to get told the truth. Susan, you're deserving of so much better than that person, that situation. And Spirit promises you let go of the letter that was never delivered, your box is going to be open again. Okay. Okay, perfection. Pretty G, you're getting added. Pretty G, thank you. Oh, okay, Kisa. I got you. I'm sorry that I skipped you last live. I got you. Thank you for being here. I added you to the list. You'll be right after Pretty B. Okay. All right, Heather. What we got for you, Heather? You probably were on the live before I started doing this. So thank you for your patience with me. What I got for you, Heather? All right. So we have the Six of Swords. We have the Five of Swords. You got to power through this internal... They want me to state that you're powering through internal You think you could be very hard on yourself because they're like internal deceit, but you weren't being deceitful to yourself. Yes, there was a sense of pulling back from seeing the full truth. But you're just somebody that extremely owns their mistakes. And if you're in a situation, a surrounding where most people cling on to singular parts of the arguments or the conversations where they are correct and are waiting for somebody like you to just get tired, I feel like you had a person that would talk over and over again until you were just kind of like fed up with it and you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm wrong, whatever. The best thing you can do is sell away from the information this person gives you as well as what they want me to state. It's almost like a shit stirrer type of energy. And the best thing you can do for people like this is not allow them to continue to hurt you, because it's also enabling their toxic tendencies. If you want what's really best for them, you have to stand up for yourself. And there's levels. There's certain levels to things, and I feel a person that's gone through all of your steps, and they're up here. You're a strong individual. I see this making you... I just see a person that even through all of the pain, you're not going to become paranoid about helping others still. You're a really good person, Heather, and I sense that something about you in sign language is really, really calling to me. Very interesting. All right. Thank you. Going back up, make sure. Pretty G. Rachel, you're getting added to the list. Thank you. All right. Now we got Crystal. What do we got for you, Crystal? All right, you got the bigger picture. You're following your intuition. You're in that state of harmony. This is good. Somebody has a good... There's a masculine with a really good head on their shoulders. As soon as I started channeling this person's energy, I got my pre-workout effect. They're funny. This is a goofy person. They own up to their mistakes. Wow, this is really good energy, dude. When I can feel this upgrade, it means it's somebody who's real. They're raw. They do not see their life as a game, so they're not going to see yours as a game. They don't see people as pawns. They see the system as something to work to your benefit, but they don't see people as pawns. Crystal, you have somebody that there's a bigger picture with. Don't let this connection go. And they want me to state your head's not in the clouds. You are seeing the truth. This person's respecting my boundaries as well. Like, you guys are slow, steady wins the race. I feel like this might have been the first time in your life somebody really has been able to do that with you. And also, you are able to do it with yourself, because there's this internalness of this person's not going anywhere. You haven't felt that before. Continue to do what's best for yourself, because when you're with the divine, what's best for yourself is what's best for them. I like this energy. I like to see where this is going for you. Lit. Okay. Matty. What I got for you? Okay. All right. The breakup now is what's going to lead you to your fruition. I'm telling you, Spirit is putting a lot of you guys through a tower month right at the beginning of this year, so you can focus on what is supposed to be here, what's part of your legacy for the rest. A lot of you are going to have love coming May. A lot of you here are having love come in May, and before that time, I'm not saying that you're going to be in this state of limbo. You're going to be in a state of understanding what is meant to go forward with me, and you're not going to keep yourselves in boxes. And that means more than just love. That means friends. That means habits. A lot of you are going to spend this next couple of months focusing on health. And it's not to get you in summer body shape It's to be healthy. It's to fill one with self and confident. I'm telling you something right now. Staying to a schedule when it comes to working out and etc. Eating healthy. Every single person I've ever met in my life who has hit a point where they didn't know how to do that for themselves and they brought that into their blood and their energy, it adds to every other part of your life when it comes to understanding consistency, working hard, and staying motivated even when you don't want to do things. Staying consistent when you even don't want to do things and finding the motivation through the push. You are in that stage of your life right now. Allow what is purging to go. Pay attention to your body. The way you feel and when energy is rejected from you. You're doing fucking phenomenal. So be excited for now. Don't focus on May and etc. That shit gonna come instantly when you just continue to focus on what's happening right now. Okay. Para Shiva M. I'm adding you to the list. Lovely lady. Adding you to the list. You have a specific question. Okay. Then Crystal Skull. Or Kristen Soley. Got you. Skull aesthetic. Interesting. I'm hyphening or abbreviating whatever that for later. Awesome. Okay. Purple Rose. What I got for you. Okay. You're going through that part right now where I see somebody who their eyes are open. I feel like this is past energy. You've been resilient for a lot of people. You're like, fuck those burdens. I threw them off the cliff. I don't care anymore. I am done holding all this cargo. I think for a long time you were holding, they want me to say empty promises in your hands. It's like somebody was making you carry all these suitcases and eventually you were doing all of this with just like unconditional faith that you could trust this person. And one day you were like, what am I carrying? What am I fucking carrying? So you broke down, you opened up, you went inside what you should have been doing the whole time and saw that there was nothing in these cases. It was somebody who your energy is registering as wasted your time. I get that completely in a 3D sense. That's exactly how it feels. But there's a cause and effect to things. When we get pushed to these points, they're breaking points on I fucking love myself and I'm not going through this again. This is the last time. And you're right. That person you left in 23, that was the last time. You have an individual that you can attract in now that is on the same level of connection to source, especially is what they want to state. So this person could have belittled you in more ways than one. They could have actually, like, yes, questioned your religion or your form of being connected to source, but it was even more than that. You got to pay attention to what a person does when you have good news. Do they act like you're being selfish by trying to share your good news, or are they your cheerleader? It's a big thing to remember. Okay. Let's see. Stephanie, you're getting added. Angela. Heidi. Thank you all of you. I want to make sure that you know that. Kate. Thank you. You want to know if you need to be with Osgar? That's a cool name. Okay, perfect. Now I loves to sing. It is your turn. Okay. Wow. This has to do with work, taking on a lot of burdens. You're like, I've grown as much as I can in this situation. Here's the thing. You love the people. You probably love your coworkers, but you don't love the situation that's going on. There's a lot of things that don't stand with your morals that you've had to sweep under the rug. Look, we all, especially in today's world, it is, you got to do what you got to do to take care of your own and yourself. But I'm sensing that you've outgrown your area. There's nothing else. There's no more. It's like even the people within your work have tried to promote you as far as they can, and you've got to the point where they can't promote you anymore because you're at that level. You're gonna charge forward. You have a new opportunity presenting itself to you. I feel you going through your grind period. But you're meant to, there's something with you about candy, like actually candy. You might be a form of a chef. You may be somebody that's very creative and wants to make sure I'm hearing that correctly. Hyper realistic, like candy or the candles, etc. Things like that. You have a very unique mind. And you're meant to do something with being your own boss. That's why they're telling you have to go through a grind period, because you have to go through a part of holding your full-time job and then on your off time striving for your business. This is good. You can have an online storefront within this year is what they're telling me. Invest in your future. More than always invest right now. But they're wanting me to tell you, you have connections. You have people that want to help you. So if that's even taking some weight off your shoulders, maybe you have a really healthy partner who's encouraging you to pursue this, but you're like, I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want us, we're doing good now. And I don't want to throw that away. You're not throwing away anything. You got a good group of people, a good person by your side. Okay. Kimberly. Thank you. Okay, I keep pulling the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands. I know exactly what the collective. A lot of times, guys, I film my collectives after lives because it's a part of how I know what the collective needs to hear. Is from you. I'm telling you, a lot of you here are in the stage of complete purging being over. Understanding you are in a moment of reflection. You're not living in nostalgia. You're not living in the future. And that is the key to manifestation. It's not living in the past. It's not living in the future. It's seeing everything right now as you desire and know it should be. Your burden had to do with love. You have a masculine coming into your life with a fire. I'm feeling this could be a fire sign. That your masculine could be a fire sign. And that, I mean, his son. Very interesting. Green is his favorite color from what I'm sensing. Or you may even see him when he's wearing a green shirt. Remember, you don't have to remember these things. You will remember it when it happens. You will see this person, you'll go on your first date, and they will have the green shirt or etc. Whatever it is that spirit gives you for that specific download, because they get things like that all the time to us. You have hit that complete stage. I keep hearing Sleep Token songs going off in my head. The band, if you've never heard of them, you should look them up. There's this sense of it speaking to yourself. The Sleep Token songs are very emotional and deep about reflection from the ones at least I've heard. So this is going to speak to your soul about an individual that you had to let go of, that you knew loved you so much more than they ever let off. but you had to go forward. You served your purpose in each other's lives, and a lot of downloads you get is through. If you've never heard the band before, you should look up. And I'm hearing the song specifically called Vore, Vore. It's gonna sprinkle a chain of effects for you, with being able to not really have. They want me to state it's gonna gain you clarity without having a 3D world closure conversation, because this situation feels like it may be something that won't come back around because it's for you. You have a whole new relationship in 24, but there's somebody that you were deeply in love with that now you can see. I can rest that dream aside, knowing that something else better was meant for me. But I'm grateful for that time with that person because they were a humongous part of my chain. Okay. Well, you're the farthest thing from a bother, Heidi. I got you. Don't worry about it. You're a couple more down, but I got you down again. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Now let's go to Brenda. What do I have for you, Brenda? Okay. Somebody feels like they're running out of time. Not you. This is a person that has a fire lit under their ass. I'm feeling somebody reaching out to you. They're like, I let my wish come true, walk away because of my fear of being seen as little, as weak. Somebody tried to... I feel like somebody tried to go up a hill too fast and they rumbled down. It was really hot and heavy when you first got together. They separated for more than further growth. Like there were quite a few things in their life, like boulders going down this hill is what I see now. They can dodge very good, but you can only dodge for so long before one hits you. So they had to hit their rock bottom, and they could only put themselves together with you by disconnecting with basically a whole entire life a life that would have been a constant cycle repeat. But they've owned their mistakes, this person. They see now why no matter how much you love them, you had to separate from them. I feel like somebody has cleaned up their act. Maybe even gotten clean is what they want to state. This feels like something you absolutely can hold a lot of nurture and sympathy with. Hear this dynamic out. All right. Now, Brenda. Oh, I got you, Brenda. Let me make sure before I forget to add. Okay. Perfection. Erica, you're getting added to the list. You have a specific question. 2 men, soulmate, or let go. I put down little words to remember your question when you ask a specific one. Okay, thank you. All right, now, Brenda. Alrighty. Yeah, you got this yin yang. Same energy. Protecting yourself and standing up for yourself. Only people who do not respect you will see that as an insult. You are this kind and caring person. People are lucky to be in a relationship with you. Okay? You are releasing imposter. You have released imposter syndrome. And you're really seeing that you're happy that there's certain people that didn't pop back into your life. There were certain downloads you were receiving thinking it was about another person. You're like, I had to believe for so long that this was something not to let go of, because in the weirdest way I found myself through this journey. I needed motivation. I needed something to prevail and put me forward, until finally I realized, no matter how fucking cheesy it sounds, the biggest reason to prevail forward is for me. Let what is not supposed to be here go. Never feel... It's always, remember this, it's always about your presentation, not over speaking your words. Never feel that defending yourself is going to stop a door from opening. Just always remember to keep your composure and not let your presentation overspeak your words. You got this. Okay. And let me go ahead. Erica, got you down. Yep. Tatiana. Hey, are you my Patreon, Tatiana? Okay. Divine Queen, what do I have for you? Okay, currently there is something that hasn't came to full front, but it's a good thing. There's a bigger investment with this. You have a connection where the masculine is owning and looking at the mirror. They hit an aha moment and they want to full force come into your life and fill into your cup. You could have met this person at a place of work. It feels like it was somebody that for a while there was like this effortlessness of seeing each other every day. You could have even met something about the restaurant industry, to be specific. Both of you were in like a very state. You met this person at a young-minded state of life is what they want me to feel. And you grew up. There's been at least 3 to 4 years since you really have been in full connection. There may have been in and out, but like full connection, it's been at least 3 to 4 years. Somebody's been restoring their force and wants to be together again with you. They're extremely proud of your growth and attracted to your confidence. They're stating that it's not that you weren't like this before, but there's something glistening in your eyes that they feel they saw from the beginning. But something about like the first week, like the confidence that you felt in the first week of being together and connected, this person sees shining, surpassing every day with you now. Very interesting energy. Somebody that watches you from afar. If it's that much detail, that means that this person has watched your growth online. All right, let me make sure that there's nobody I have missed. Okay, perfect. Margaret, we have you. Okay, you have a little bit of paranoia, more than a little bit of paranoia, about a completion when it comes to, there's many things you want to know about right now, but in the next upcoming months, the most important thing has to do with finances. There is a switch, meaning that there is something that you have been waiting to learn from. Okay, you're wanting to start some form, you're waiting for a scholarship for school, or it's the energy intensity of like literally being invested, somebody putting their money into you to teach you. So this could even be, and maybe in recent times, your job sent you somewhere to learn more skills. Like you could have been sent out of state to get another certificate, elevation. You're wondering if it got passed by, you didn't get passed by. There is the way that this is going to come together. You may even be internal chaos because maybe you're like, who's going to take care of my dogs? Who's going to take care of my animals, etc. What I sense is it's going to be aligning in a perfect time where there's somebody who they're going to be able to actually, like, you can, this is a trusting source with your home. It feels like you could have somebody who will be coming and living with you, but only, it's almost like a blood energy, like a sister, etc. Somebody that you can, it's just a mutual, it'll be a mutual help either way. This opportunity would have came any sooner if you would have gotten the first round of it. They want me to state, you would have had to turn it down because of these exact reasons. They're making sure that you get this message when it's delivered and you can say yes. Very interesting. Okay. Now let's add bridge to the chats. Okay, Colin. What we got for you, Colin? You have financial control over yourself. You are somebody that right now is embarking on not overgiving. It's beautiful energy. I mean, to see how much you like to give, but you're realizing sometimes it's not that it's a mistake to give to people, but you have to receive at least an energy exchange, not money and objects. That comes when it's supposed to come. The amount of time and extra effort you put even into, they're stating, even like you're the type of person that's like, I'm gonna go get coffee. Everybody want coffee? That type of energy. Just because you feel more connected to source by showing, you feel the most connected to source when you're just doing things and not wanting anything in return. And that's fucking beautiful. But this world, it is not that nice people finish last, okay? There is a dynamic of that being true, though. If you give and give and give, unhealed people will take advantage of that. Nice people don't finish last. Nice people that allow themselves to cycle repeat continue cycle repeating and being used and abused. You have taken that strength and now are able to invest. There's like a big move. There's a big investment. This could even be a car or something where you're like, that is my next move. Maybe you feel like you've outgrown your situation, your surroundings, and you're like, I have the money to make an actual physical move. Maybe this transportation I'm feeling is more than it's more than just a physical object. Yeah, you're being called to move forward when it comes from a physical place. Even if this is just getting, now I'm saying like you getting on a bus and a bike and etc. So maybe you've been wanting to take a vacation and you have the investments and you're like, am I following my intuition by taking this time off of work or etc.? However this resonates, they're saying they're going to bring you together to something so far beyond your dreams by going on this trip or moving out of the situation that you can only heal so much further in. There's love that comes around this as well. I wouldn't be surprised if going on this vacation, this retreat, however it resonates, brings you to a divine. Okay. All right, Susan. What do I have for you? Okay, Susan. Okay, so you are seeing somebody through a mirror right now. You're realizing your first intuition, your hunch, was correct with this person, that they felt something more with you, but they were not going to be able to fully commit to this dynamic. There was a lot of emotions. This person saw showing you their emotions as weak. Don't discredit when you get a gut feeling about somebody. This person feels that they had you wrapped around their finger and that you would come back after a certain point. This energy feels like somebody that doesn't respect personal boundaries and also expects them to be put at front first value above everything else in your life. This person, only way they would have wanted to keep going together is if they saw they could control you and something shifted. They saw that you were not a person that was going to work with any longer, so they made you feel little. They try to make you feel sorry. You're the type of person that holds unconditional, not only strength, but unconditional patience with individuals that are not even just deserving of it, meet the frequency of it. So you've freed yourself from internal chaos with a person, and they're stating, don't apologize for doing what's right for you. Don't sacrifice your internal peace for anybody. Okay, Eminem, what do I got for you? Okay, we got the Eight of Coins with that completion. What's going to make things in your situation click back on is Spirit has stopped the flow. But they want me to state it this way. Spirit has stopped the flow right now of a connection coming together, so it doesn't stop the flow of your stability. There's a person that it's like they would jump out a plane, and this is a weird example, but there could be something to do with actually planes or skydiving with you from the amount I'm seeing it right now. The interpretation that's going on in my head, because that's a big way my guides speak to me, is showing me interpretations to understand energy. This person would push you out of a plane, telling you that you had a parachute on, but you fully feeling like, I don't feel the fucking parachute on my back. What are you talking about? Somebody that would get in your head and absolutely try to take you away from anybody that, okay, so you have a job where you have to speak to other people, like work with other people all the time. Spend a lot of time. All I'm seeing right now is like it's like a business situation. You have to spend a lot of time with people of the opposite sex, and your partner goes crazy in their head about it. Almost like you can't even finish a full sentence. You feel the shift. This person, there's a wedge between you two right now because they're seeing that they can't control that part of you. This person's intentions with you were not to build, it was to receive. And you're going to be able to gain all of the inspiration you did from your dynamic without this person. It was because it was within you. The thing is, narcissistic tendencies, etc., they're attracted to people who are considered empaths and spiritually inclined, because they can feel the ability to drain so much. Allow this connection to continue to stay far apart. Okay. Let's see. Who is next? Got you. I am adding Casey to the list. Okay. Lee, what do I have for you? Okay, currently you're having a little bit of doubts on going forward with the connection. You're wondering if it's part of your highest timeline. This does feel like it's part of your highest timeline. This person popped out of thin air is what they're wanting me to state. This is good energy. This is very good energy. This is another person. This is another masculine that owns their mistakes, but does not say sorry for making healthy boundaries. This person is somebody that can grow with you. Wow. Yeah. This is a connection that's going to continue to go forward. Let slow and steady win the race. But you and this person's life path numbers might even match, is what they're wanting me to state. You could have life path number 7, because I keep saying 7. Okay. Zena, you are next. Oh, my pen just went crazy. All right. Zena, you are next. Okay, the straightforward action. You know exactly what's going down. This is a person, this is a connection you have been waiting for. You voyaged away from what no longer served. And you've been on they want me to say you've been on the road, you've been on your ship for a while, and you're about to dock. You found a person who you can lay by the beach with, and you can also steer the boat together. This is really high vibrational. This is a person that can invest with you. So if this person isn't already in your life, there's a thin line of them stepping into your reality. Just continue to go forward. Get yourself out of your comfort zone. Yeah. All right. Anna. Got you. All right, Pretty B, you are next. Okay, so you have hit. There's this sense of second chance, redemption, but it doesn't feel like for anybody except yourself. I think there was a situation that you were not reading. It's like somebody tried to slap you on the wrist, but you were registering as somebody wanted to chop your whole hand off. There was this sense of the next level you were going to be able to reach and take on more responsibility. You had to go inwards for like a hermit mode for a while. You never needed a second chance because it was never taken away, is what they want to state. This dynamic feels like it feels like searching for your dreams. Love is something that will come when it's supposed to. Your reading right now is specifically about that. It's not too late for you to go for your dream. This may be where you've hit a point in life where you're like, I'm stable. I have a job that I have more than my needs met. I live comfortably, but my soul doesn't feel happy. And I don't know if I missed my chance. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't miss your chance at all. Absolutely. Alrighty. Alright, perfect. Now Kiska. 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 Thank you for being here. All right, right now you have a big money flow. And make sure that people aren't appearing now without wanting to talk about the past. That they're only trying to focus on what's happening to now, not why you had to separate, what you guys went through. Because there's this sense of you getting, like you've done some form of a glow up in your life, okay? And it's interesting how many people want to come together with you once other people have decided to fill your cup as well, that you're somebody that's worth investing in. After those type of things happen, like the individuals who are the mass and choose to follow what is happening around them and not see for themselves, will try to come forward to you. You are more than ready and can see through this and understand it as tests in those moments. Spirit's saying, are you going to stay a puppet to wanting acceptance, or are you going to go forward and see maybe it was a blessing in disguise? Maybe it's a compliment that these people did not accept me at that time in my life. Okay. Let's see. Got Anna. We have Heidi. Heidi R. Rena. And Marianne. Okay. Okay, so after Marianne, I'm going to, for today, cut off doing any more readings because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people to still get to. If you're going to make any donations, what I will do is add you to this list for the next time I go on live. Let me know that you donated, etc. I suggest right now if you want to get a reading from me, and you choose on doing a donation with that, I would suggest right now just waiting until next live. So Marianne, you're the cutoff for readings today. Again, we still have 15 people, so we're going to Rachel now. Our bridge. Okay, you probably sent that right before I said that. So I'll end with bridge because you probably sent that right when I was speaking about that. So you're good, bridge. You'll be the last. But Rachel, what do I got for you? Okay, you have shed away people who were not part of your highest timeline. You are another person that went through purging, and I'm very excited to see you being able to speak up with the individual around you. Okay. I'm seeing a timeline of this month. Something's forming into more. It absolutely feels like a friendship that has turned into something far. It was never one-sided from what I'm hearing in the 5D. Internally, it was not one-sided. Out here, it was. There's a difference between somebody who was afraid to take it slow and steady wins the race versus an individual who was knowing that they were stringing you along. This person, they weren't stringing along. There was a lot of fear-based decision-making with them. There is a source where you could see their kind heart, but you saw they weren't strong enough to be with you. And you weren't willing to stop your flow to pick up another person's slack. You did what was best for you. So you broke self-illusion about, you hit that point. We all of us hit that point where we want to save every single person, and that's beautiful, but it's not, you can't save somebody that doesn't want to be saved. And you speaking inner truth to people that want bullshit is wasting your energy. You have to give the advice and the understanding to the individuals that come to you, that seek the answers. This person being by your side would not have been able to flourish. So you did what's right for both of you, and you separated. And I sense you having a connection forming in 24 that is your roller coaster buddy, is your tango partner. All right. Now, Parashiva M. Sorry that I know I said your name wrong, but it looks really cool, and I'm sure the way it's actually pronounced is really cool. But I got you. Okay. Yeah, you've hit a point where you see that there's an individual. This feels like it could be something to do with. Yeah, it feels like it has something to do with a child. So this could either be your own child. It's at a point where you can't. You see you can't. You're gonna have to cut off some strings or some ties, because this is like almost an adult energy. Or this could be the energy intensity of you're with a partner and you feel like you're the parent to them. And this individual will leave, like, all I'm seeing right now, the representation they're giving me in my head is I see a kitchen and I just see mess everywhere, and none of it is anything that you dirtied. It's like it's like a tornado went through and then they didn't even try to pick up one single thing, and it just shows this bigger picture of the respect level that is had between you and this person. I need you to understand, if this is a romantic partner I'm talking about, your energy intensity is completely being their parent. Like, completely being their parent. If this is your child, I can sense how hard it is, because you don't want to feel like you are giving up on them. But there is a certain level of, if this is the adult I'm feeling, is your child, it will be enabling. There has to be some form of change. But again, you can only heal somebody who wants to heal. You can only work with somebody that wants to work. And if you're always holding this person's hand, that's enabling them to not do that. I see why you do it, because of your heart, because of how much you care. And we're not discrediting that. Okay. Now we have lovely lady, and you were wondering if you should move on from this connection. Okay, I've pulled these two cards over and over again together for a different part of the collective that's in here, where it's been that temporary retreat. Somebody wants to come in and bring you a deeply embedded offer. This connection's strong, and this person's popping into your life. There's nothing you must do. Someone said he wins the race, but this is a divinely orchestrated connection. This person's not about games. If they were last time, something's different here. And they were able... I see them being able to switch back into your timeline before there was a point that hit too much over. You could have two decisions to make with the move on. Okay, I see. It's been a long time you've been getting the download of this, but you haven't talked to the person. You're asking, should I move on? It's because you're wondering if they're not coming back. You need to always let go, but not give up. I'm not saying you sit here twiddling your thumbs waiting for this person to come. Far from that. You go forth, you make your decisions for you, and then whoever's supposed to be aligned with you can actually truly emerge. This connection, you have seen the bigger picture, and it's caused so much inspiration in your life. So just allow them to flow to you. Megan, I have stopped taking donations where I'm going to do the readings today. What I did is I added you to my list. What's your last name? Teacherworth. On my next live, which most likely will be tomorrow, because I do these lives about 5-6 days a week. When I see your name pop up, I have you on my list right here. I appreciate your donation. I got still 11 people to go. All right. Crystal, Sully. Okay, you've been following your intuition with this new beginning. There is a connection that had to die for you to truly rise. You do have a person that's going to end up reaching out to you, but they're wanting to state that it's not in your highest timeline to be with them. This person, there was a line that crossed with you too. I sense that you've been able to receive these downloads that when this person comes in, who could have the skull aesthetic, what I call it, meaning somebody that's kind of more into like the macabre, darker, gothic, I guess, energy, but still has some form of kind of like shiny flair to them, if that makes sense. This person means well, but they're not part of your timeline. There will be a cycle repeat. There's been a line that's been crossed with you too. The connection can only flourish now apart, is what they want me to state. And they're saying that the connection to source and their connection to source can only flourish out of the pot because you've outgrown each other. You're on two different wavelengths. And it's not belittling that person at all. They just still have a couple more things to put together when it comes to trusting self. And you've surpassed this part. It's not going to be hard to let this go. It's not going to be hard to continue to let this go once you see who your divine truly is. Right now, it can feel extremely hard. And you're always going to have a special place in your heart for them. But your divine would not meet the frequency of what I'm feeling between you two. All right. And then also, I see you, Vita Tavina. In case you didn't hear, I appreciate you extremely in your donation. But I've done cut off for donations tonight because I have quite a people that I'm still getting to. What I've done is I've put your name down, and I will be doing a live tomorrow. And just comment that you paid me or donated. I don't like saying paid, but it makes sense to say paid, honestly. I like to say donation, but you know, it's a vibe of both, and that's authentic, that's real. So you donated / paid, and I am going to make sure that I look out for your name on any of my lives. So Megan Treatworth, Vita Tavina, I got both of you. I appreciate you. Okay, Angela. All right, Angela. Okay, you're seeing the bigger picture right now. You're following your intuition. You're an extreme leader. Do not take it lightly, the protection that you bring to others. You're a light force. There's a reason that it's more than your looks. There's a reason why people stare at you and want to linger talking to you. You can feel it. You can go out to restaurants. You can go to any form of establishment talking to a cash register person, etc. Being at the pump, being in areas where you're like, I don't want to talk, but people want to talk to you. And there's this sense of pull, because they can feel a moment of peace, surrounded by external chaos, being in your energy. That is a gift. That is a gift. You've been listening to your voice. I feel your throat chakra extremely, not like closing up, almost the exact opposite. Feel like you've been screaming. And so it's almost like you're losing your voice. Spirit wants you to know you've been doing a lot of work through them. And they want you to rest. They want you to rest. They want you to allow yourself to be nourished. And they want me to let you know that you've really improved your health as well. I think you could have been a person, and this does not discredit anybody here who still does this, just moderation. Drink. You used to be somebody that drank quite a bit, and maybe now you don't drink at all, from kind of what I'm sensing. Or you've really dialed it down. and what you're doing now to allow calmity and etc., that release at the end of the night, center focus on that. You're doing what's best for you. Oh, thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. Honored to give you that reading. Alrighty. Now, Heidi, I got you. Let's branch it out. Okay. So I know that the last reading for you was about love, and I'm feeling now the switch to career, to energizing, the pre-workout effect. You're wanting to know movement to do with business. There could be a business you're wanting to invest in, or a connection that you're seeing really branching off. You want to know if this is interesting energy. It's like two working parts. You're thinking of building off with somebody else. So let's say he wins the race, they're going to have to go through a grind period of life. But these are two people that can work together. I don't necessarily ever very much promote going into business with people that are family, a partner, friends. So if you two really have this sense of being in each other's backs, being in them, not at them. This could be somebody that you've basically like grown up with. You're like, this is like my fucking sister. The shit we've been through. You're like, I understand what Matt's saying, but if he really felt and saw, like, felt out here, just everything we've been through, he would understand why I would be willing to invest in this person. And you're like, if there's anybody in the world, it would only be this person. And I respect that. I respect that. There is something different with you two. So let's say he wins a race. Remember to keep your friendship separate from business. But this feels like something that can flow into far more. Honored to help you. All right, Kate Oscar. Kate, you're asking about Oscar, if you should be with him. Okay, so this person, it's going to take resilience. It's going to take not holding your life off, but letting go. There has been no mistakes, and this person, what they feel for you, has not been fully expressed. I just sense this masculine who clenches up. He could be a little bit of a bigger individual. Both. Also, I'm seeing somebody who wears both. Okay, so I'm seeing him wear a plaid shirt and like a skater hat. He could have darker features. This individual, it's really hard for them to speak up. It does feel like something that could be formed more in the future. But there's a fire the person's having to find within themselves. They could even be a fire sign. I've been channeling a lot about fire signs recently. Spirit wants you to let go of this and understand letting go is not giving up. If the letter hasn't been presented, it's for a reason. And I really do sense, though, that this connection is almost a bridge of inspiration for you. There could be, there's more to your story that's going to be made, but there's left path, right path choices to see if this person will be strong enough to reach out and strong enough to be vulnerable. Okay, Erica. You are wondering, you have two people on your mind, and you're wanting to know if one of them or both could be a soulmate, or if you should let go of either of them. Let's see. Okay. All right, so both of these people have absolutely been pivotal in your existence. I want you to put the person that's been the number one, that first person that came to you when I said number one, or you could have probably even felt me say he's about to say to designate them. That first person, you were very resilient. And I sense somebody that owns their mistake and then continues it. It's one thing to make a 3D world error, to make a human mistake, but then own it and upgrade from it. It's a totally different thing to own it and then continue to do the same thing. Person number two is very kind. And here's the thing. Person one, you feel more... I'm trying to keep it PG-13, especially on live. You feel more cookies and cream with, and this person that you also feel a lot for, person number two, maybe more of a vanilla or strawberry swirl even. You know, not just vanilla, but it ain't cookies and cream, okay? This is only going to last for so long. You see, a divine, you have that flair, that oomph with, but it's more than just lust. I sense number two is something worth fighting for, but you don't have to even fight for this person because they're willing to go to the battlefield for you. Number two is something that can be absolutely slow and steady wins the race with, but person one, it's best for your stability. It's best for your stability to maybe put this in the safe and keep the relationship and what you had together precious, but know that you have to go forth and you can't carry that weight with you. Okay. Got you. Perfect. Rachel, you probably just came in. I have stopped putting people down for the readings today, but what I'm doing is I just put your first and last name down on my list to where on my other lives, individuals who have gone ahead and done donations after I said my cutoff for the day, I put your names down, and then in the lives going forward, if you state, hey, I've paid for a reading for you before, I have a list of the people that actually have, and I can look and see it, and I will give you your reading then. I always appreciate all donations and just your support, your energy, and all. So thank you. You have been bookmarked. Okay, now Tatiana, what do I have for you? Okay, you're feeling a little bit of imbalance right now. Like you're good with money. You're like, I see the bigger picture with that. It's love. Okay, is it a certain connection? If it's a specific person, you're kind of like twiddling your thumbs for. This person is very charming, but there's not a... what I'm hearing is they're charming, but there is not an actual oomph behind their words. It would be in your best favor to acknowledge that you were correct about this connection, but the 3D world actions are not aligning to what the person is stating to you. I have a person that likes to brush off their mistakes, but it's not, it's an interesting energy because this person's absolutely not vain. They're not mean. They're very charming to the point where like you can almost like forget what they did wrong until you're not together anymore. It's kind of a siren energy, a hypnotizer. You're going to feel this imbalance as long as you keep this a priority in your mind. Give yourself internal peace in knowing that you were correct about the connection. But if people aren't willing to do the growing and see the bigger picture with us, we have to go forward. We can't stay in murky water. Honored to help you. Okay, Bridge. Now we got you. Okay, completion. You got somebody that wants to give you that warm heart. You got somebody that's gone through a lot. They have been the person that goes out to the battlefield for others. And they've also been the person on the battlefield who watched people watch them be destroyed. This person's willing to go the miles for you. They're like, I've done all of this for people who weren't deserving of me. You have no idea what I'll do for you. You've changed my existence. This person realizes they had to lose you to grow up, is what they really want me to state. When this person brings in the offer, you don't even have to believe my words, their words, any bird, they want me to say word. Okay, so birds could be a big forward movement for you. The way they feel and the way you will feel hearing them will be seeing that this person truly has owned their mistakes and is part of my highest timeline and doesn't see me as a game. And they had to lose you to realize this. If you would have never left, they would not have realized this. Okay, KC. Kaysie. Casey. All right. Okay. Interesting energy. So you were somebody that had a lot of burdens on your shoulders, but in recent times you feel that the magic has been taken from you and you feel like you feel like you're not doing enough is what they're stating, and that's not what's happening. I do feel that you maybe haven't been as active as who you normally are, and maybe there's been a lot less ability of getting off the couch and etc., but that does not make you lazy. Okay, there is so many moving parts in your brain that your body wants to stay still at certain points. If there is a person that you have been holding this resilience for, no time has been wasted, but understand there's been a check mark and they have not met to your timeline by that check mark. Time is not a ticking time bomb, but there is a cause and effect, and you, to regain your energy, believe that this connection, if it's supposed to happen, for this connection to happen, it would take a long time from now. You have done, again, nothing wrong. And you're going to feel a weight off your shoulders by knowing this is something to let go of. You're going to wake up tomorrow having another form of energy for self. This is opening up doors in a whole new world for you. And I can feel so much comfort in telling you this hard news because I can feel your highest timeline and how your divine will treat you. And acknowledging this energy is no longer being inspiration, it's stripping. So go forth and know that you made the right decision. And now you can say you did everything you could. One of the worst things, I mean, hey, this is a personal opinion more, but I think one of the worst things you can feel in the world is what if. What if I would have given it my all? If you gave it your all, you can go forward. You can. All right, Anna. Okay, there is somebody that is like, holy shit, I was so distracted by other people, situationships. You have somebody that wants to bring you an offer, but they haven't yet because they're afraid that you don't see them as part of your fruition anymore. They're like, would this person even take me back? It's taken a long time for this person to get to the point of stability. They've shed a lot what no longer serves. They're feeling good about their life. And they're like, if I put myself out there to you and you reject me, I don't know how I'm going to take that. If it's going to make me spiral. This connection, this person still has some distractions to get rid of in their life. It feels more like the parasite. Not so much people or anything anymore. If you try to push this, it's only going to push it away. So allow yourself to go forward. Know this person is watching from afar and wants to bring you an offer of loyalty, but they have to release that. They have to release that internal trauma. They got to release one more person is what they're stating. It feels like a connection though to like their parent, like a parent that had like a lot of influence. Doesn't really feel like a romantic person. Very interesting. Very, very interesting energy. Okay, now Heidi Regina. Hidie, and then last name Regina. All right. Okay, you have established financial control. They want me to state that you have gone ahead and made a whole new world for your children. If for any reason, I really do feel that you're a parent. If for any reason you're not, what they're stating is you have built a foundation to where when you are ready to have children or etc., they're going to not have to, you're not going to have to hide away. Okay, so you could have grown up in a home where needs were not met, but your parents tried everything they could do to make you not see that you guys weren't well off at that point. You're like, my kid, my life, they won't have to deal that pain. Your parents did the best that they could, and there's no discouraging that. But you fought hard to get to your form of stability. And they're saying you're deserving of an individual who meets that. You let go of a lot of connections that were part of who you were, not who you are. If you're a parent right now, you are doing phenomenal. And you do have that financial growth, and you are able to invest in not only your future, but your children's future. If you're not a parent yet, this energy is picking up on exactly the parent you will be. Okay, now Marianne. What we got for you? Okay, so currently there's somebody you're being resilient for that is a cycle repeat. I feel like you've had a lot of signs recently. You could have feel like you've been almost taken off to a new world with the knowledge or the information that was just presented to you. This person's had enough chances. And if you allow this mistake to keep happening, you are enabling your own pain, but also their toxic tendencies. What you have to do with this dynamic is realize the resilience, the true way forward, is seeing that you can love somebody and them still not be good for you. This person absolutely likes to absorb your energy. It's like a black hole. The best thing for you, Marianne, is to see, I think I see somebody that's walked out of this situation already. You've held resilience for a long time. Yeah, you freed yourself of distraction. You, in the last year, broke off from this person, and you're needing that confirmation that you've been feeling them kind of trickling in, like in your energy. Somebody wants to present you with a message, and you're like, should I just move? If this comes in, what am I supposed to do? If all these downloads about this person now, because this seems like a person that you used to, like, you would drop everything for to be with again, and now you don't feel that way. You do have a test run coming. Right before things always pick up, you have people of the past and etc. come in to see, hey, are you ready? And this is going to be one of those situations. Okay. All right. So Jennifer Lynn, I'm adding you to the list for next live because I did go ahead and I cut off the ones for today, but I have added you to the list of the other individuals. And on one of my next lives that you are attending, comment your name and that you have sent me a donation before. I have a list and I'll see your name on here and I'll make sure you get your reading. I appreciate you extremely. All right. I just got lost. I just got a lot of stuff I got to do. We've been on here for almost 2 hours in the best ways. Just love communicating to you guys. All right. Now, Bridge. What do I got for you? Okay. Okay, so there is this sense of you going above and beyond for individuals. You could feel like when it comes to your business, you are right on par. The investments, you can see clear as day where a business or an idea, an investment is going to go. There is nothing throwing off your paranoia when it comes to love. Nothing throwing off her paranoia when it comes to love. Okay, so it's switched over. I'm having kind of like a conversation right now. All of the paranoia you had about, am I making the right decisions in life, in my career, etc., have been almost proven to a head that you can get yourself out of any situation and you can manifest any job that you desire. You're living your dream right now. But your parasites have now shifted all to the one thing that still gives you paranoia, which is love life. You have a complete relationship coming in now. Somebody is watching you from afar. They could wonder if you're with somebody else. It's somebody that doesn't know too much about you, but it's a secret admirer for sure. This person probably popped in your life not too long ago, or this person is about to make themselves known. But this is green. This is ferocious. And something to expand with. Let that come to you. You don't have anything to worry about. You're always going to be a person that can handle a lot on your shoulders. But you got to have shoulders by your side as well. Wow. Awesome. You guys are amazing. Alrighty. That's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for being here. I always do, depending on the day, what I have. If it's one of my days, I designate for my Patreons. If it's one of my personal reading days. If it's a day where I'm filming a shit ton of collective readings or whatever. Will depend on what time that I come on during the day. It's always going to be in between the earliest, like 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and the latest would be like 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So you guys can find me somewhere for about an hour to 2 hours within that chunk. I always try to, at least a couple hours before I go on, I make a post on my page, like the community tab, where you can put like pictures and like little captions, that what time I'm going to be going on live. So check out those. And yeah, guys, if you're interested in getting a personal reading with me, go to offprintmint.com. The link is in my bio of any of my videos and just my channel in general. I also have my Patreon over there. There's 7 tier levels. My Patreons get 2 extra videos every week. So the beginning of the week, it's what we call Archangel Ascension. Archangel Ascension is focusing all on the feminine energy that's going to be your center focus the next upcoming week. And then at the end of the week, I have what I call Viking Divination, which is the masculine energy. We focus on your masculine energy to center focus on the rest of the upcoming week. And then there's a lot of other benefits. A lot. Every single month, I give away 2 video chat readings, and my video chat readings are an hour long. And they are, right now, I'm picking I just put the February one up. February 18th is when I'm picking the 2 winners, so you have plenty of time if you're full called to go look at that. And there's so many other benefits. Just read it. If you're at this point, if you're called to go look at it, there's so many more things you can see. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and I will see you when I see you. Let's get it.